Hello guys, it's Teenage Marvel Fan back with another video. And in today's video, I'll be doing another episode review for Marvel's Spider-Man. And this is part 3 of the Goblin War. So the episode starts off right where the last episode ended. So Spider-Girl and Ghost Spider are getting attacked by Electro and her Electro Goblins. So then Spider-Man jumps in, and he's there to save the day, and they end up defeating Electro. And then Crossbones shows up with his War Goblins. So this is where we find out about all the different Goblin gangs, which sounded like a cool idea last week when I found out about it, but now actually seeing it happen, it's pretty stupid. So, yeah. So far we know about 2 Goblin gangs. Electro is leading her Electro Goblins, and then Crossbones is leading his War Goblins. And so then there's this huge fight with Crossbones and his War Goblins. And then the 3 spider heroes end up escaping down through the sewers. So then after that, they go to the spider's nest, where Dr. Octopus's lab is. And then, well, at that point, Miles shows up, and Dr. Octopus is there, as well as Harry. So they all decide they need to work together no matter how much they hate each other or don't trust each other. So they have to do this and work together, and they come up with a plan because apparently this mech that Harry has built is what Adrian Toomes is after. So the key to activate the mech is split up into 3 different parts that were scattered across the city, so that if you just had one key, it would be completely useless, and you would need all 3 keys to activate the mech. So they decide to split up so they can go retrieve the 3 keys so that they can get there before Adrian Toomes does and, save New York. But when Spider-Girl and Miles show up to get their key, Electro is there, so they end up fighting her, and then they open the box where the key is supposed to be, and it's empty. So Toomes already got that one. Then the next one, Ghost Spider, she runs into the Wake Riders, some more spider goblins, just goblins, and then she defeats them, of course. She finds the box thing, opens it, and turns out Toomes already has the key. So that's not good. So then it's up to Spider-Man and Hobgoblin. So when they show up, they run into Silvermane, who is leading the Cyber Goblins. And I think this is the stupidest gang goblin name on here out of the 3, because, what does Silvermane... they're called the Cyber Goblins. With Electro, the Electro Goblins, that makes sense, because, it's literally her name. With Crossbones, they're the War Goblins, and that makes sense because they all shoot missiles, and they're, military soldiers. So that makes sense. But then Cyber Goblins, what does Silvermane have to do with, cybernetics and cyber computers and stuff like that? So I didn't really get that. But we also got to see Spider-Man use his spider bike, or spider cycle, so that was really awesome. And then they find the box, and the key isn't there. So they're in trouble, because that means that Adrian Toomes has all 3 key pieces. But then they realize that they have a tracking device on him. So they find him, and then they start chasing him, and he is going to Oscorp to get the mech so that he can activate it. And then Otto keeps warning Peter about how this is probably a trap, because Toomes is smarter than this. He wouldn't publicly lead them right to where he wanted to be and make it so easy for him to be stopped. And Peter keeps telling Harry this, but Harry doesn't trust Ock still, so he doesn't care what he says. So then they go to the Oscorp Tower, and they see that Toomes is nowhere to be seen. But then a pumpkin bomb rolls in the room. It explodes, and this white puffy goo stuff is all over them, and they're stuck. It's like they're stuck in concrete or cement. So they can't escape. And that's when it's revealed that it was a trap, because Toomes knew that the mech would be in Oscorp Tower, but he didn't know where it would be, and he wouldn't be able to get in there by himself anyway. So all he had to do was just let Harry lead him right to the mech, and that's exactly what he did. So it's honestly kind of Harry's fault, because he was so stupid that this happened. And so yeah, Harry done messed up. But then Toomes gets in the mech, and it's revealed that he is actually the one that designed the mech, not Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn just steals everyone's ideas, so he's the true one that actually created the design. And then he gets in the mech, and he flies off. And that is where the episode ends. So, will Harry and Peter escape? The answer is yes, because, I mean, it's a Spider-Man show. Like, if they die, kind of can't have a Spider-Man show without, Spider-Man. So, yeah, this was an okay episode, and I think the first two parts were definitely better than this one. But, I mean, whatever. What did you guys think about this episode, though? So, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video, so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.